Hi, Josh Barker with RE/MAX Town & Country Real Estate. Thank you for checking out our market update for the month of March 2018. Like I like to do each month, let's go ahead and start off by looking at the sales report for the Shasta County Multiple Listing Service. Now this report, what it does is it breaks down sales by price range. But for this video, what I'd like to do is to show you the number of sales that took place in the month of February. There was 186 properties that closed escrow last month. Now if you compare that to a year ago in February, there was 189. Now I've been talking about this for a while. It's absolutely remarkable to see how stable our home sales volume is year over year. It's one of the nice attributes to the Shasta County real estate market is that our home sales volume is very consistent. So that's something to keep in mind when you're thinking about how many homes are selling each month. The next piece to bring up, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in this slide right behind it, this is the new listings that came to the market last month in the month of February. There is a very noticeable change in this. This year, there was 381 properties that came to the market. Now, if you compare it to a year ago, there was only 288 homes that came to the market in the month of February of 2017. So it's an increase of over 30% in terms of new listings. Now, for those of you that are local, we pretty much all understand why that could have taken place. I mean, largely it's because we had so much great weather that it really caused a lot of sellers to decide to come to the market sooner this year than what they did last year. And so that's a big reason why you're seeing the new listing inventory actually be higher than it was in the years past. So in any case, that's what's going on with the actual sales and new listings coming to the market. The next thing to talk about though is just to talk about the interest rates. Big picture what's happening right now is we're beginning to see our interest rates on a 30-year fixed mortgage increase. In fact, just about 6 months ago, we had rates as low as the high 3% range. Now we're averaging around 4.5%. Now, the thing to keep in mind is that when interest rates go up, it has an impact on how much a buyer can borrow to purchase a home. So for example, at 3.75% interest, let's say a borrower could qualify for a $200,000 mortgage. Well, if the interest rate increased to 4.75%, that same buyer would only be able to qualify for a $180,000 mortgage. So that's the impact of interest rates on the availability of financing. The next thing to look at is just home appreciation. This year, obviously being in the beginning of March, it's hard to say what our prices are going to look like going forward. What I can say is that typically in March and April, you'll observe homeowners setting list prices that tend to be higher than the homes that have sold in the past. And if those sellers get those prices that they're setting on their homes, then we can all expect to see some appreciation this year. Now, if those prices get set higher and they don't sell, then we're likely to see price reductions in the market, which will be a good indicator that our pricing or appreciation for the market is plateauing out. So there'll be more news to come on that over the next couple of months as we watch to see if those homeowners are getting the prices they're setting on their properties. And then finally, the last piece I wanted to talk to everybody about is just the rental market itself. I've had some great conversations with terrific property management companies here in the local market recently. And what I'm hearing is that the vacancy rate, the percentage of homes that are available for rent is really, really low. In fact, most of the vacancy that's available is due to the fact that the properties have become vacant and all they're doing is a nice quick facelift and getting them back to the market to rent them again. So effectively our vacancy is really, really, really low. The thing to understand is that over time, we can expect rental rates to continue to increase. In fact, what you're paying for rent today is much higher than what you were paying just a few years ago. And we do expect that to be a trend going forward. So for those of you that are on the sidelines right now, are currently renting and maybe considering the possibility of buying a home, the fact that rents are going to be going up in the future might be a good reason to consider getting into the market sooner rather than later. So in any case, we appreciate everyone that's watching this video very much. If you have any questions at all regarding real estate, feel free to give us a call here at the office. We're always here to help. Thanks again for your time today. Make it a great day.